When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
Do you do that with many people?
No, not many people. No.
Why'd you do it with her?
I know her over 20 years, since we was kids, basically.
This is the plaintiff, Rosemary French. She says she and the defendant have been friends for over 20 years, and now their friendship's ruined over a lousy car sale. She agreed to buy a car from the defendant, and 2 weeks after she had it, the hunk of junk broke down. She can't believe her good friend would unload a heap of garbage on her. She wants her money back and is suing the crook for the $2,700 she's owed. This is the defendant, Tracy Broomfield. He says the plaintiff stopped making payments on the car. Once she got it into her little head, she no longer wanted the thing. Sorry, honey. Things don't work that way on a whim. He hates the fact it's come down to this, a lawsuit between them. But business is business, and he's not about to lose money on this deal. He is accused of failing a friendship.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
Welcome.
Rosemary French?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing your former friend, Tracy Broomfield, for $2,700 that you say you've paid towards a car that he has apparently repossessed on you. Tell me what happened.
I brought a previous car from him some years ago, but I had went to him and called him like at the second week of September, asking him, do he have any vehicles for sale? I told him that my budget was about $2,500. He wanted to sell me an Oldsmobile. So I agreed to pay $3,500.
I don't understand. What's he do for a living? Are you a car salesman? Are you a dealer?
Oh, no, I just have some cars that I sell sometime.
How many cars do you sell a year?
Just about 2, maybe.
I don't know. It sounds you got 3 or 4 in this trial that I'm about to hear about. I don't know about that. So go on. So in September, he sold you you decided to buy the Oldsmobile.
Correct.
Okay.
And he wanted me to buy it for $35, so I agreed to $35. Anyway, the car was bouncing, so it was already something wrong with the car. It was the struts or something. He said he would fix the strut. Once the struts were still fixed, they still weren't completely.
I'm sorry, did you pay $3,500 for the car?
No, I was making payments on it.
Okay, so whose name was the title under?
His name.
Do you do that with many people?
No, not many people, no.
Why'd you do it with her?
I know her over 20 years, since we was kids, basically.
Okay, so she was paying you how much a week?
I think $150.
Every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks.
Okay, since when?
Since...
When did you buy the Oldsmobile?
Right,
September the 16th
of
is
what
when
year?
I initially gave him $600, 2013.
Okay.
No,
so,
excuse me, 2012.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The math wasn't working out. So you had the Oldsmobile for how long before did you have the Oldsmobile?
He didn't give me the Oldsmobile right off. I was driving another vehicle that he had repoed from somebody else until he got me that vehicle.
Okay.
So I'll say the end of September, I want to say that I had it.
Until when?
The end of February, beginning of March.
And because at the end of February, beginning of March, you decide what?
He was telling me that he had somebody that was interested in buying the car that he was selling me.
Wait,
So,
the
of
car
course-
that you were paying for already and that
Yes,
you have
the
been
O's
driving
and
since
Tree,
September?
yes.
Okay.
So I decided, okay, but as long as you give me a car to drive until you get me something.
So you're paying on the Oldsmobile. Do you have a contract, you said?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me see the contract.
You want both, Gary?
Yeah.
Paying
How
for
many
insurance.
people are paying you for a car at any given time?
Maybe 2.
You're such a liar. Oh my gosh, you're
that's not
such a
true.
liar.
Yeah.
This is your business, obviously.
Yes.
This is it. So you eat any other way besides this?
I
All
go
right, so
to-
in any event, you're paying your biweekly fee. You've got the car. According to you, he says, hey, I'd like to sell your car to somebody else. And you say, peachy keen with me. Just give me something to drive. Okay, go on. What happens after
And
that?
So he gave me a Jeep.
You have a
And
very
he-
different story about how that trade with the Oldsmobile
yes,
happened.
yes. I'm just waiting on my
So he
time.
gives you a Jeep, and just tell me what the deal was. With,
basically was I drive the Jeep until he found me another car. I did not want the Jeep. I did not commit to purchasing the Jeep, and that's not what I wanted.
I mean, according to you,
He-
she's saying that because she's changed her mind on the Jeep.
Right.
Do you have a contract for the Jeep?
See, we had a verbal contract.
So what happens with the Jeep? Why did she give you the Oldsmobile and take the Jeep?
Because
Is it
she
like
wanted
she
the
says
Jeep.
because you decided you wanted to resell the Oldsmobile to somebody?
No, it didn't happen
You'd
like
already
that.
sold the Oldsmobile.
No, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, you hadn't transferred title or everything because she didn't finish paying yet.
Right.
But you had sold it to her.
No, I know. I sold it to her, but we came to make a payment. She seen the Jeep I was driving, so she said, "Oh, okay, I want the Jeep. I like that Jeep." I said, "Okay, well, we can trade the Jeep for the Oldsmobile, and you just keep making the payments like it is."
And she said,
"Okay."
and then you traded cars.
Just trade the cars, yes.
Okay, now why, you don't want me to believe that because you want me to believe that you were test driving the Jeep, except for that you had the Jeep for how long?
Till June. When did he come?
4 or 5 months. That's a long test drive.
Well, it
Long
wasn't
test drive.
wasn't a test
I don't know
drive
what
at
you
this
call
point.
commit, but you're there every day for 4 or 5 months, and okay.
Well, I have to have a vehicle to get back and forth to work.
That's not, you're not
He
understanding what I'm
offered-
saying. I have to decide whether you're lying to me about whether you committed to that Jeep. He says, Judge, we traded cars. She said she wanted the Jeep, so we just kept the same deal. That's why we don't have new paperwork. And then she took the Jeep. And then 3 months later, 4 months later, she's looking at me saying, I changed my mind and I'm not going to pay you.
That's not true. I have
But it looks
text
that way
message-
because you got the car for that long.
Exactly, but I have text messages where I'm telling him, because at this point, it's the end of April. He was supposed to show me a car and have me a car the second week of April. The beginning of May, he sent me 2 pictures. I said, is the car for $2,700? Because at this point, I'm not giving him anything else because I done already told him I never committed to the Jeep. So why would I keep on paying you for something that I'm not going to be owner of and I didn't choose
Let me
commit
see your
to it?
texts. I want you to tell me when your last payment was.
March the 31st, 2013.
I don't see.
He
the
put an
proof of it.
arrow from March the 29th. I think it's the 29th. Sorry. The 29th of March.
There's an arrow. I don't know what it means. Does it mean she's paid up to
Hey.
March of 29th?
No, the arrow mean that she didn't pay that insurance payment right there. Can I see it?
Yeah. What do you mean by what you write? Okay. You got those texts?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I got some text too that she sent me.
I'll see both your texts. I'll look at your pictures.
Yeah, that was
And I have pictures too.
313.
313 what? That was her
March,
last
March.
payment? No, I
No,
don't.
that's the arrow at, and it's pointing up to the $100.
What does that mean?
That's what me and her. She
Yeah,
knew
what
it
did you
meant.
and her mean? I'm asking you.
That
You
means
don't
she
know,
didn't make
do
that payment.
That means
that
what?
insurance payment. So arrow pointing up to the.
Sweetheart, I know what an arrow is. I learned that in kindergarten. I just don't know what the heck you mean when you write an arrow.
That's what it means.
So when was her last payment?
March 15th.
But that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you sending her pictures of other cars
Because
in May?
I told her, I said, when we traded for the Jeep and the Oldsmobile, I said, do you want any other cars that, that I can find you? She was like, yeah.
And that's
'Cause
not-
She
her
wanted to buy
daughter
another car?
wanted a car too.
She wanted to buy another car?
No.
Her daughter.
For her daughter?
Yeah.
I was not looking for another vehicle for my daughter.
Okay. You want $3,500 for a 2000 Olds. Does that make sense? Better yet, you wanted $4,500 for a 2000 Jeep with over 200,000 miles. When are you coming to get the Jeep started? Did you agree to go get the Jeep started? Call me today for I can get it running. I'm not calling you. When you get off work and is heading my way, you call and let me know. I need the key for the truck so I can get it and fix it. Today, stop playing with me. I need the blanking key. I need my blanking car that you were supposed to have to me over 2 months ago. You have 48 hours, she says to you, to get back in touch with me and inform me about my vehicle. What were you threatening him about?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you ever sell a used car to a friend?
Yes, I would. I would. I would know that it'd be in good condition and, you know.
What happens if something happens to it? What's your friend going to think?
That I probably tricked them.
Exactly. Would you do it?
Yeah, I still would.
I was very convincing, wasn't I? What do you think?
Yes.
You would?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I would not sell a used car to a friend. I wouldn't want a car to ruin a good friendship.
What if it's just an okay friendship?
Yeah, I do it without any thought. Have it checked out before, and then any problems afterwards, it's on them.
You have a lot of friends?
No, not that many.
How many chairs at your dinner table?
6.
Do you ever fill them?
Sometimes.
Going inside the courtroom.
This is conversations we done had over the phone in between those
Right.
of him supposed to have a vehicle for me that was worth $2,700 because I have told him on many occasions he wasn't getting another dime from me.
But what is it you think is going to happen? You think I'm going to order him to pay you $2,700 and you're going to drive a car for free for a year?
Yeah.
How
I
would
didn't
that
have
be
it for
fair?
a year free. He was supposed to get me the car in April.
What you want me to do is order him to pay you back every penny you paid him. How would that, what you're asking, be fair when you drove a car for all that time? You think there's no charge for driving the car for all that time?
But he knew that I had the car, and he never asked for a
I
payment.
know you had the car too. I'm still asking you the
But
question.
he never asked for a payment, and I told him I wasn't paying him.
When
That's
did
not
you
true.
stop paying?
I stopped paying March the 29th, 2013.
When did you take the car back?
I took the Jeep back in probably about June.
Did you repossess it or you just take it? She gave you the keys? had it?
No, she didn't give me the key. She still got the key. I had to get it towed.
You had to get towed behind her back?
No, I told her I was
Yes.
going to tow it. I told her. I left her a message on her phone.
You know, the problem that we have is that you want me to find all these things, none of which you got in writing. You want me to find that the Jeep was a temporary situation. You told me, look at the text and you'll see that. I don't exactly see that. It's very fuzzy. Here's what I got. I've got your signature on an as-is used car sale. That means it's over. Then I've got you agreeing that you modified this and that you switched the Oldsmobile for the Jeep. And I've got you saying, oh no, that wasn't a straight switch. This was this, temporary situation, which you've got no evidence of whatsoever. I find that there is absolutely no evidence other than you're angry in the summer after you've been driving the car on a straight trade, which is what I find this was. Yeah. It got repossessed because you stopped making payments in March, and you don't get to drive a car for free. My verdict in this case is for the defendant.
Well, here's the plaintiff coming out here. Well, the judge rules against you, and so you understand this ruling?
Yep. And it's quite all right. So anybody that know Tracy Broomfield in Columbus, Ohio, he is a scammer, and he will scam you.
Now, this man has been your friend for how long?
20 years.
Mm-hmm. So why would he scam you if he's been your friend for 20 years?
That's what I would like to know. Why would you sell me a car, have me buying a car, and then you tell somebody else that they can buy it? Because he want money.
Oh, all right. All right, so step on in here. You satisfied how this comes out? Your friend is pretty mad at you there, your ex-friend.
Well, you see what happened in the courtroom. She's just uncontrollable. Mm-hmm. I tried to help her. She was a friend for 20 years, and the judge made the final ruling.
All right, Harvey?
Here's the thing. If it is not a straight cash deal, it is all the more reason to get it in writing. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Introducing the new Peloton Cross Training Series, powered by Peloton IQ. Enjoy weekly workout plans tailored to your goals with personalized guidance. with weight suggestions to help you discover new strength and rep tracking so you never lose count. Try the new cross-training series powered by Peloton IQ, designed for your breakthroughs. Terms apply.
Greetings from my bath, festive friends. The holidays are overwhelming, but I'm tackling this season with PayPal and making the most of my money. Getting 5% cash back when I pay in 4. No fees, no interest. I used it to get this portable spa with jets. Now the bubbles can cling to my sculpted but pruny body. Make the most of your money this holiday with PayPal. Save the offer in the app.
Ends 12/31. See paypal.com/promo terms. Points can be redeemed for cash and more. Pay in 4 subject to terms and approval. PayPal Inc. and MLS 910457.
This is the plaintiff, Philip Robertson. He says he was in the military on deployment overseas, and he sublet his apartment to the defendant while he was away. Well, the defendant took it upon himself to re-sublet the apartment to his uncle, and the guy wrecked the joint. The place needed a microbial cleaning. He was forced to live in a hotel, and the defendant's wholly responsible for the $4,298.75. He's now out. This is the defendant, Christopher Best. He says he lived in the defendant's apartment in 1998, and in 2004, his uncle moved into the place. He has a lease which clearly states his uncle was the tenant, so he doesn't know what the plaintiff's beef is. Nothing was done secretly. Bottom line, the plaintiff's just one of those army brats with a Napoleonic complex, and he owes him nothing. He's accused of making a mess of things.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff is a military guy who was deployed overseas. He sublet his apartment to the defendant, who let his uncle use it, and he wrecked it. Now, the defendant says the plaintiff is an Army brat, and he knew the uncle was living there. It's the case of tension.
Douglas, Philip Robertson?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing your former tenant, Christopher Best, for $4,298.75 in damages that you say you incurred as a result of the condition he left the apartment in. All right, tell me what's going on.
Well, I sublet my place to Chris Best about 15 years ago. He's been a long-standing
15 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And without me knowing, Chris moved out of the place back in 2004, moved his uncle in.
Without you knowing, he moved out in 2004 and moved his uncle in, and you found that out when, 2013?
2004.
Oh, you found out, and then what'd you do? Did you evict the uncle?
I did not evict the uncle.
So you just allowed the uncle to continue to live there for another 8-9 years?
I just let it go because I was deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, and just otherwise.
Thank you for your service, but I assume you came home in 9 years and you could have taken care of it, right? Okay, so when did you give him notice?
I talked to him on November 26th of 2012.
Did you do it in writing or no?
That was verbal, but I sent a follow-up letter to him, certified return receipt requested.
And what? He never accepted it?
He never accepted it, but I also sent regular mail as well.
Okay,
so
can I first of all tell me what you told him on November 26th?
Basically that I was exiting military service and I was coming back to take possession of my
Was he in the middle of a lease or no?
Not a yearly lease.
What kind of lease?
It was basically month to month.
So it's a month to month. You tell him in November that he needs to be out in 90 days?
Yes.
December, January, end of February?
Yes,
okay.
That's correct.
And then what happens?
Come February, Chris did not pay the full rent.
For February?
Right.
What did he pay?
He paid $297.
And did he say why?
He never said why. He and I hadn't had any contact since I told him I was coming back. And
why did you pay only $209? Is it true that you paid only $297? It's such an odd figure. Okay, and why did you pay only that?
I deducted the $600 security deposit that I paid 15 years ago.
But you're not allowed to do that. You're supposed to pay last month's rent. Security deposit is the landlord's insurance for you not messing the place up. I know people do it, but you know it's not right, right? Oh, please answer more quickly than that.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. So you're suing for a security deposit plus last month's rent. Of course, one of those is paid because you took the...
Right.
Right, so that doesn't make sense. All right, so then now you come in, and when do you first see the apartment?
Well, I came in January. I had an appraisal done on the place because I was going to refinance to see if I can just do a complete renovation of the place. So contacted Chris, and I was allowed to enter the place. And just when I entered the place, I already saw what I was dealing with.
Your heart sunk.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. I thought we would be able to just go ahead and
seamlessly move in after people have been living there for 15 years? Really, you thought that?
Well, yes.
What la-la land are you living in? I need my military men to be more realistic than this.
Well, when Chris was in the apartment.
I understand, but you don't even know the uncle. You were fine with getting rent from the uncle or Chris or whatever Chris's arrangements were because Chris was still on the hook. Everything was fine, except for that you knew that Chris wasn't living there anymore.
Yes.
Right. All right. Let's see some pictures. I want to see some pictures.
Okay. This is the condition that
okay.
my place was left in. And you can just swipe through. Those were taken March 1st when I entered into the place.
Did you, Chris, let me ask you a question. Your uncle was, I'm sorry, Mr. Best, your uncle was living there since when?
2004.
Okay, and were you ever going to visit your uncle? Who's the lady next to you?
This is my grandmother.
Your grandmother, okay, so who was living in that apartment?
My uncle, Kenneth Kimball.
Just your uncle?
Yes.
Okay, were you paying the rent for him?
Yes, we were actually both helping him out with the rent, yeah.
Were you helping to pay grandma's rent too?
No, she has
She's she and you are helping to pay uncle's rent.
Yeah.
I got it. All right, so did you ever go down there and see the way he was living?
Very rarely.
All right, because did you ever see it when he moved out? Because your name is on the lease, so.
Yeah, I saw it, and it was in pretty good condition.
Really? Okay.
But also, really?
In all those years here, I own a co-op as well. And I maintain it in a livable condition.
Yeah, why didn't your son do that?
You have to stay on top of these things.
Right, but wait, hold on. There are some things that I think just expired their shelf life and it's greedy of him to want you to pay. But there are some things that are just pig-like and disgusting that, require just maintenance of, meaning clean up after yourself daily. And that would be not on the landlord, but on the tenant, like just all the grease piling up everywhere. Ugh, the grease stains on the wall. Of course, why would you think that after 15 years you wouldn't have to repaint an apartment?
Oh, absolutely.
What makes you special? Because I've been a tenant and I'm a landlord now. And I would never think that wouldn't be normal wear and tear, that you'd have to finally pony up after 15 years of a paying client. The thing that concerns me the most are the damaged walls. Did you see pictures of the damaged walls, or did you see the damaged walls yourselves?
No.
Okay. What I want you to do now is take these pictures and scroll.
Okay.
It's definitely dirty, and it needs to be cleaned. How did you not see it? Didn't you go on March 1st to take a look?
Yeah, I did a walkthrough, but...
Didn't you see all what I'm looking at?
No, actually, no. I didn't do an intense walkthrough.
Yeah.
I just did a short walkthrough.
What'd you do a walkthrough at all for if you're not doing an intense walkthrough? Aren't you going through to see if you don't care because you lived out your security deposit. You figured he'd go away after 15 years. He's not going to chase you. He's not only chasing you, he's chasing you for his renovations to the place.
Yeah, I see that.
Because he's renovating the place entirely.
Yes.
He's ripping everything out, and he wants you to pay $5,000 of his $15,000 renovation.
I know, ripping everything out. This,
yeah, it kind of looks that way. You want him to pay $1,200 for deep cleaning.
Yes.
That is maybe 5 or 6 times what I've ever seen anybody ask for. Okay, can I see the proof that deep cleaning cost you $1,200? I don't even know what that means anyway, because when you clean, you clean. You don't clean. I think it meant the wall. The walls are filthy. They're disgusting. I mean, your uncle really did leave it in a deplorable condition. The question is he overreaching? $1,200, demo, and thorough cleaning of entire space due to poor maintenance, removal of all debris. Demo? That's demolition.
That's
How's
correct,
that funny? I'm a little insulted, frankly, that you try to pass along the cleaning cost. And why? Because your wife is pregnant and it needed to have a microbial cleaning as opposed to other cleanings, because that's exactly what cleaning means. Okay, $1,200 for it, when if you look really carefully and look at the 6-point font, you see that you're trying to pass along the cost of your demolition to your tenant.
Well, honestly, my contractor charged me $1,200. That's why I put
for demolition and cleaning.
He made a mistake.
No, he didn't make a mistake.
He did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You got him to throw in and cleaning of entire space. That's not what contractors do. You got him to throw that in so that you could try to pass the cost along to your 15-year religiously paying tenant. And I find that sickening.
So can a landlord charge a tenant for repainting a place if the tenant lived there for 15 years?
No, I don't think that the tenant should have to pay for it.
Why?
Because they're just a renter, so the owner should...
Yeah, but if you ruin, like, the cabinetry you have to pay, why is painting different?
Well, it's part of the rent. It comes with the territory of renting. I mean, so
15 years?
Yeah, 15 years. It's part of, once the...
So you don't have to pay?
No.
What about 3 years?
No, not for
a year.
Yeah, not for even 1 year. I don't think it's the landlord's responsibility.
Okay, we'll find out going inside the courtroom.
What was there that caused that? Do you want to see it closer, or you don't know? You never visited?
Very rarely.
He's right in your same building. You can't visit your uncle? You're already mad you're paying his rent.
I keep long hours, and
What do you do?
I'm in finance. I work for a small publication company, and actually.
Did he have posters there or something? Like, what caused that?
I don't know what caused it. His uncle, when I went to look at the place, he had T-shirts hanging from the crown molding, which covered most of that. Now, it didn't look like that, but it was chipped, and if you just touch it, the paint will fall off.
So did you touch it before you took the picture?
Yes.
Oh. I mean, if he put something up there and then when you ripped it out it caused the damage, that's one case. But if this is because somebody took the little spatula kind of thing and was in the process of replastering, how would that fall on the tenant?
Yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't
Did your
take the
contractor do that?
He probably did.
Yeah.
He probably did.
Okay. Gotcha. Replace the vinyl floors. Show me the vinyl floors. Did I see that?
Where that kitchen saddle is, it's the vinyl tiles.
Okay. How old do you think those are? Because I think these tiles can drive.
Yes.
So you think he should pay for you to replace those? Okay. And then there's a broken soap dish. I saw that. Do you have any idea how the soap dish broke?
I have no idea.
Restore the kitchen saddle. Is this the only picture you have of the kitchen saddle?
Yes, it was like
the saddle's
that on
a
the
threshold, right?
Yeah, it's the transition between the two.
Right. And you want him to pay $120 because it's dark after 15 years?
The contract had took it back to his place, refinished it, and then put it back. And he charged me $120 to do that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to rule in your favor. But it's not going to look anything like you want it to look.
Okay.
Because I think that you have very inappropriately tried to get them to pay for your renovation. By the way, you got it all renovated and you're living. Did you have the baby?
We had the baby.
What'd you have?
A boy.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
When did you have the baby?
April the 21st.
Wonderful. But I am going to charge you the cleaning fee. What a cleaning fee should be. Not what a demolition is. So I'm taking into account it's a studio apartment. I'm taking into account how incredibly dirty it was. And I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $175. That's my judgment.
Well, this man sued for thousands and thousands and was just awarded $175. You won the case.
It doesn't feel like.
No, you feel like you lost.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Why?
He failed to pay the rent for the last month, so where's, what happened to the rent? Mm-hmm. 175 doesn't cover what the deficiency was for the rent. So because I had to put out a lot of money, and that should have been shared. It wasn't just cleaning; it was damage. So.
All right. Well, congratulations on your 2-month-old son. Right? 2 months now.
Yes.
All right. Head right down this way. All right. So come on in here. You satisfied how this works out?
Very satisfied. I believe the judge was fair. It's a warrantless case. Cleaning, I mean, if he would approach me for a reasonable estimate of a price of cleaning cost, I would have gladly paid, but got a little greedy, and now he pays the price.
See what Harvey has to say.
Okay, here's the thing. The law is, in every state, it's normal wear and tear. If what it is normal wear and tear, you don't have to pay. If you're in an apartment for 6 months and the walls are all messed up, you have to pay. If they're yellow after 15 years, you simply don't. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This is the plaintiff, Tony Rosamilia. He says he was hired by the defendant to build a deck. He did. It came out great, and now the guy's stiffing him. He did everything to code. The defendant's trying to rip him off, and he's not the kind of guy who's willing to go down without a fight. That's for darn sure. He's suing for $3,000, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Tomas Rosar. He says the plaintiff was hired to build him a deck using number 1 quality lumber, and the guy used number 2 lumber, which is a cheap grade, and the deck came out terrible. The boards started to buckle, the nails started popping out, and when the building inspector came out to take a look, he just started laughing. Pay him for shoddy work? He thinks not. He's accused of copping out on a carpenter.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff built a deck for the defendant and got stiffed, but the defendant says the guy used cheap lumber and the deck buckled. It's the case of what a deck.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Okay, Tony Rosamilia.
Yes.
You are suing Tomas Rosar for $3,000 that you say he still owes you for a deck that you constructed for him.
That's correct.
Tell me what happened. How did he end up hiring you? Had you ever done work for him before?
A friend of mine that knows Tom recommended me to him.
Okay.
Okay. So I drew the plans for Tom. He signed it and reviewed it. He brought it to the building inspector. The building inspector okayed the plans.
Do you have those plans?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see them? So go on.
Oh, so I built the deck according to plans.
Okay.
There was a problem with some 2x2s.
What was the problem?
They were cracking. So I told Tom, mark them out and I'll replace them all, which I did. I replaced it 50 2x2s. Okay, and then little along the line, say the next day, he says he don't like the pressure-treated decking. That goes on top of the deck that you walk on.
Right.
So I ordered new ones from Home Depot. They came in, and I didn't like the way they looked. It takes 2 weeks to get these. So I said, order new ones. The new 5/4 came in. I picked them up. I text Tom, I'm coming over to replace the 5/4 He says, don't come to my house no more. I don't want you to do anything on my house. And
here we are.
So here we are. Well, there's a little more to it.
What happened with the inspection?
Well, I'll get to that. On the inspection.
It failed, right? Do you have the failure?
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, that red sticker.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the red sticker. Okay. Final. Joists exceed span chart for number 2 grade lumber. Okay, now according to you, he was supposed to be using number 1 grade lumber?
That was the agreement we had.
Verbally.
Verbally
Do you
before.
have a copy of a contract? Did you sign a contract?
Yes, he did. It's right here.
I believe I did.
If you sign a contract, how do you not get a copy?
I just don't have a copy of it.
Then did you have a phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Does your phone take pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
Voila, instant copy machine. If you can take pictures of all the other things I'm sure I would see if I looked in your phone, then you can take pictures of a contract and have a copy. Yes, you accepted the proposed supply materials and labor. What's the difference between what's number 1 versus number 2?
Number 1 does not have, well, I wouldn't say no knots at all, but as number 2, maybe have 3 knots.
Better looking.
Between me, it looks the same.
Is he right that you picked some number 2s?
I always use number 2 on the beams and the girders. I always do.
The failure is because the joists exceed span chart for number 2 grade lumber.
I know. I went online with the state vocal code.
Hand it to me.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Just a moment,
Hold on
sir.
one second.
What is this?
This is from, I got it online, which shows the deck
Yeah,
span.
I know. Online what? I need to know that you, because you're telling me, well, don't believe your lying eyes, Judge, but this is the failure from
That's
the town. And so you hand me a piece of paper that's authored by I don't know whom. See, for you to have a court accept something as authoritative, it needs to come from the authority I need it to come from.
Okay.
The authority I need it to come from is the government. Because according to this guy who works for them and whose job it is, he says that the joists exceed the span chart for those number 2 grade lumber. He also says needs concrete slab under stringers. What's that about?
He wants the concrete to go past another 4 inches to support the stairs.
I have a picture of that too, Your Honor.
Which is I'm willing to do.
Right, but what's the code say about that? I mean, did it in fact fail all these things? Okay, what is this?
The first for the...
Right, this concrete needs to extend further out.
It needs to actually go past...
Past it, yeah, no, absolutely. Otherwise, it's not going to support it.
Correct. And
it's too close to the edge.
You see, there's a circled concrete. The steps are actually supposed to be on that, and they're not.
All right, tell me about your dealings with him.
Okay, so Mr. Rosamilia was hired by me to do my deck. When Mr. Rosamilia came to my house, we made an agreement. I told him I had a $6,000 budget to do the deck. We agreed upon everything. I trusted him due to the fact that he was referred by a family member and by another friend. So when it came down to actually building the deck, I could see right off the bat that there was some corner cutting happening.
Why?
Well, the kind of lumber that he used for the bottom decking, for the actual decking that you walk on, there were splinters.
Wait, the lumber that he used for the actual deck, according to you, wasn't number 1 grade?
No, ma'am.
Who told you that?
Because I can see with my own eyes.
Yeah, but you're not an expert. You can't tell whether something's grade 1 grade.
I am not an expert, but I am the customer who has
No,
$6,000
I understand, but you don't have. Okay, no. Like normally, you'd show me somebody who says, "Hey, look, he cheated you. He used number 2." Did you get that from someone? Was that?
Well, my father is a builder that builds houses, decks, all sorts of stuff throughout the town.
Why didn't you use your father?
Well, because he contracts the work out, so he knows.
Why didn't you use whoever he contracts the work out to?
I should have,
Okay.
but they were a little too expensive for me.
Ah, okay.
You know.
Lo barato sale caro.
I don't know what that
The cheap
means.
comes out expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if the city doesn't give approval on the deck, does the defendant have to pay the plaintiff?
Yeah, he should. So, he should have looked into getting the permit in the first place. So I think he should.
Well, he has to. They have to sign off that it's good enough. If the city says it's not good enough, does he have to pay?
Yeah, he should still have to pay for the labor.
We'll see about that. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me just continue on with the decking.
All right, go ahead.
My wife actually had a splinter on her foot from walking barefoot on the deck.
Because according to you, what? The wood was so shabby that it was.
Correct.
Okay.
So I asked him to do some fixing on that, right?
Right. And did he?
He did not.
Okay.
He told me that he was going to order the wood and come back.
Okay. Now he says he didn't like what came in, ordered it again, and then when he was ready to, you told him, don't step on my property.
Well, what happened was he came back on my property, he finished the steps, and then he told me he did the concrete pad, which was horrendous looking. I mean, you can see it on the pictures.
You mean because it doesn't come out further?
Correct, but
right.
The way he put the slab down, he basically just put the stones on the ground and then put the slab over that. But that's really not how it's done, because what's going to happen when it rains, it washes the stones out, and now you have the slab just hanging there, and it's probably going to crack.
And that was a basis for the failure?
That's correct.
Okay, so go on.
So Mr. Rosamilia said he was going to come back within a week and finish the job. Well, it was probably 5 weeks till I heard from him again.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, because it takes 2 to 2.5 weeks to order the material. One came in, then the other one came in. I was ready to go to his house.
Did you ever call him during that time just to let him know what was going on? Or?
I texted him.
I never got a text from him.
No, I didn't save any texts. I also wanted to explain something about the
So you don't have the evidence.
I don't
go
have
on.
It. In my hand here, can I show this to you?
Now, I want to understand what happened just before the breakdown, okay? You haven't heard from him in 5 weeks. He says that's because he was ordering the wood.
I have pictures of the text messages between myself and Mr. Rosamilia.
Do you have it actually in your phone?
I do, yes.
Can I see him in your phone?
Sure.
I'd rather not see pictures. I'd rather see the text.
Yeah, no problem. If my wife calls, you can go ahead and answer.
What is this? An iPhone what, 3? I haven't seen the smallest screen, dude, man. All right. Okay, well, we skipped from July 2nd to August 17. And then he says on August 17th, I'm coming today to finish, okay? Over a month later, do not come to my house to do any work. What about my money? Do you want me coming over for money? Don't blank me, Tom. Do you want the decking material or should I return it? And then hours later, I suggest we settle before this gets really ugly. I won't quit till it is settled. Believe me, you don't know who you're messing with. Come over to my house. I'm waiting a month for you to show up. Ooh, are you guys playing Canis Mas Macho? What are you going to do, beat each other up? What was that about? Ah, lordy, lordy. Now, you had somebody else come over and give you an estimate. Can I see your estimate from the other people for...
Can I just say something about the span?
Yeah.
I actually spoke to the building inspector yesterday in regards to this because I want to get this,
Did you
done.
ever call him during that month?
Did I call Mr. Rosamilia?
Yeah.
I did, and I did not get any answers from him.
How many times did you call him?
I don't know, maybe twice.
Okay. Because typically speaking, if there's a problem, your side would give that side a chance to fix the problem. The failure happened on what date? 7/25, that's July.
Correct.
The text "don't come over" was August 17th. And you knew that he was ordering lumber to fix the stuff and get it to pass inspection.
That's what he says, ma'am.
Okay, do you have the...
I have the receipt.
Show
Yes,
me the
I do.
receipt for the lumber that you ordered.
Yeah,
Okay, so when you decide... You have the... It's your home. You have the prerogative to turn around and decide, I don't want him on my property. But you say, well, that's what he says, that he ordered something. But I have the proof from Home Depot that he ordered it.
Ma'am, can I say something?
See, yeah, but here's the thing. It is not uncommon in the construction industry that somebody fail an inspection.
Correct.
That alone is not reason for you to... You can't say, well, you breached a contract. You got to give the guy a chance to fix
And
what
I
he
gave
did
him
wrong.
multiple chances.
Well, you say that.
But do you see the last text message that I sent him?
Come over my house. I'm waiting a month for you to show up. Oh, I took that as quien es más macho. Because he had just said, believe me, you don't know who you're messing with. You're telling me that you're inviting him to your house to actually finish the job?
I just want to get it done. You know,
Wait. You just, come on, man. You just told him in the prior text, do not come to my house to do any work. Then he tells you, I won't quit until it's settled. Believe me, you don't know who you're messing with. To which you answer, come over my house. I'm waiting a month for you to show up. But you want me to take that to mean that you wanted him to fix it and
I
he
do
didn't?
want you to take that way, Your Honor.
Ni tú mismo te lo crees. Not even you believe what you just said to me. If you don't believe it, how are you going to get me to believe it?
Well, me not wanting to pay Mr. Rosamilia is one thing. It's not that I just chose not to pay him because I don't want to pay him.
Okay. Except for here's how it works. He has a right, implicit in your contract with him, is a chance to cure whatever it is you say was faulty. And you don't let him cure that. I think you change your mind about wanting him to finish and you want somebody else out there finishing. I think that you now don't trust him. Okay? You have paid him already $3,000.
That's correct.
What is in question is the remaining $3,000. I am going to order you to pay him $1,200 of the remaining $3,000. That is my judgment.
So the plaintiff collects, but not everything he sued for. Let's get a comment from the defendant. Come on in here. What's your reaction to what you heard?
I don't think anybody should hire Mr. Rosamilia to do any work. That's it.
What about the judgment? He did get some of the money back. He was entitled to some of it.
If that's what the judge ruled, then he's entitled.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do with your deck now?
I have to spend $2,500 to have someone else to fix it.
All right, right around the corner there. Good luck with your deck. All right, so the plaintiff does collect something. You didn't get everything that you wanted. Are you satisfied with what you did come out with?
No, I wish I could have got more, at least $2,500.
What about the work? You stand by that work?
I stand by the
work. Is that your best work?
That is. Mm-hmm. He's wrong. He said he's a perfectionist, and he had a remark every day when I was...
Did you threaten him?
No, that was take him to court.
Oh.
To take him to court.
Okay. Harvey?
There are all sorts of ways of memorial something. You can do it in writing. You can do it in an oral recording.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.